So, today we are going to talk about the beginning of the universe and how it all started. We are going to talk about the science perspective first. Discoveries in astronomy show that there was a beginning of the universe, and there was black holes, which are areas of intense gravitational pressure, which were found that made us think that made us believe that there was some beginning to the universe. Our universe has expanded, and by the Big Bang theory, we can actually prove it. And it has started cooling, and it's getting bigger till today. We are living in a unique planet which circles a star with so many other stars that came from nowhere.
There was a huge explosion 15 billion years ago, which started the expansion of the universe. During the Big Bang, all matter and energy was gathered at one point. Edwin Hubble was a man who observed that the universe was expanding in every direction.
Scientists believe that the Big Bang theory is possible and they have no objection with it. Unlike the creationism belief that everything starts with God and nothing can happen out of nowhere.
Evidence of the Big Bang theory and founding of fossils all prove that there has been something before all what there is now. Evolution. Now we are going to talk about evolution. The Earth was formed 4,600 million years ago, and there are many experiments done, like the primordial soup model by Stanley Miller. This model shows when water boils and we get amino acids, which are the building blocks of life. We found many fossils of the first bacteria, cyanobacteria, and we also have many diversions and animal kingdoms. We know about the dinosaurs and their extinctions because of the fossils that we have found and the similarness of the animals that we see today. Charles Darwin, he was the father of evolution. He saw evolution on finches during his voyage. We have many traits common between people, even whom we are not related to. One example is the birds. Birds may have been diverged from dinosaur species, but we are not exactly sure. Darwinism is the opposite of creationism, and it's a belief that all life has descended from a common ancestor to a gradual process. Theory of crisis is everything is small and complex. We have so many mutations that has been passed on for many generations. Evolution proves that all species can reproduce, and so they are humans. Evolution is the struggle to survive, and in that struggle you can get killed or you have to kill. Natural selection is when a trait gets common or less common depending on the need of the trait when it's needed to survive. Vandana.
So the scientific evidence for a beginning of the universe, Edwin Hubble used the most distant viewing telescope in the world. He aimed at the star system and named the billion of stars galaxy. These ideas have been widely accepted by almost all scientists. The first new idea is that the universe is getting bigger as time passes. And the second idea relates to how far apart the galaxies are from one another.
Scientists believe that the universe was created by the Big Bang, which was a forceful explosion. Evidence shows that our universe began as a very hot and dense region.
It is said that the universe began by the Big Bang, where the whole world was into a small ball which exploded. The galaxy was created by all the energy released during the explosion. The law of physics describes how the tiny ball explosion expanded in the universe.
Scientific evidence for the beginning of the universe, it is unbelievable that the Big Bang and explosion could create the universe with the galaxy and all the different matters.
We're gonna talk about religions. Christian belief. Some Christians believe that the world was created exactly like it is written in the Bible in the book of Genesis. At first, the earth was shapeless and covered in darkness. It was created in 6 days, less than 10,000 years ago. God made it out of nothing. Adam and Eve were the first people. Other Christians believe that the Genesis story is not literally true because it disagrees with scientific theories like the Big Bang theory and evolution. It is difficult for modern people to believe this story. They think that the Genesis story is a myth. It contains messages which are true, but it is not an accurate description of what actually happened. Over 99% of such scientists believe that a literal translation of Genesis does not represent reality. These information are not credible because it comes from Wiki Answer, and we do not know who wrote this.
So, other beliefs and religions on the origin of the universe. The first religion is Buddhism, and according to Buddhism, creation occurs repeatedly through time. The world is a cycle, and the beginning of the Kalpa cycle, the land forms. The spiritual beings who live the universe in the previous cycle are reborn. So the Buddhist view is that everything reflects the primordial expanse of openness, clarity, sensitivity, which is basically is the illusion is created by infinite connections. The Buddhist view is where everything is a circle, and in the end, all life forms becomes one and united once again. Hinduism. According to Hinduism, the world is created with the sacrifice of a human man named Purusa. Based on Hinduism, they believe that Purusa is actually the whole universe, and the earth lies on his lower body. The ancient Vedic books of Puranas states that the universe forms from the breath of the god. With each breath, countless universes emanate from Vishnu like in seed-like forms that expand. Then Vishnu multiplies himself in as many forms as there are universes and enters into each universe. This is a quote from the website below. Sikhs. The Sikhs believe that God created the whole universe. For Sikh, it doesn't matter how long it took to create the earth, or even the fact that it evolved in 4 billion years, because they assume that if the earth was created, then God created the earth. And if the earth was evolved, then God created the evolution of the earth. So in conclusion, all of us believe in science evolution because scientists can prove that it was true.
Thank you for our presentation.